Hey travelers, we're back again, and I'm hitting stuff on the table. Troy's with me this week. I just came back from a trip out to the West Coast, so of course you gotta bring back beer.
Oh, well,
right?
This should be an exciting episode.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun where, at least me, Troy, is diving into 3 beers I've never had.
Yeah.
So
well, honestly, I've never had these beers. I have had beers from these places, but I have not had the beer that we're about to drink.
So we're going into this kind of blindish.
Well, that's kind of fun that way, right?
Yeah. You know, we're so used to Wisconsin beers. It's fun to get a region.
Branch out a little bit.
The small breweries of a region that you don't normally get.
Yeah. So I was in Portland for a night, and my wife and kids they humored me a little bit, so we went to a couple different breweries. The first one that Troy's opening is from a place called Level Beer, and that's in Portland near the airport. And it's kind of a video game themed type place. So they
I
have
can smell the hops on this pouring it.
So they
holy shit.
So they have you can tack up another swear word for Troy. They have their beer list is on kind of like a video game as you come in, and it's kind of a neat thing. And video games are free for kids to play, and then you go outside and there's like their outdoor space is an old is that not appealing to you?
Yeah.
No?
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm super excited to try it. Tons of fruit and pine and citrus, and that's a great bouquet.
Anyway, it's in an old like where you go grow plants and stuff, an old greenhouse. So really neat space. Love the people at Level Beer.
Well, that's fantastic. Nice, like West Coast, perfect example of the West Coast style too. It's a clear IPA. You know, we're not hazy here yet.
Yep.
Clear IPA, nice big pine, a little bit of fruit, a little bit of citrus, smidgen of floral.
Yeah. No, it's a good beer.
You know, with the haze craze, it's kind of hard to find a good West Coast style. Sometimes that, you know, those are kind of getting pushed out a little bit.
Well, what better place than the West Coast?
Well,
right?
Well, yeah.
How about that?
That's where Oregon is.
That's where Oregon is.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Oregon, which is a city in Wisconsin.
So did you guys take a wagon train out there, and then you have to hunt for food, and somebody died of dysentery somewhere in the Montana?
It was always Beavis that dies of dysentery, at least when I play it.
I was always a banker, so that way I had more money.
Yeah.
Like, you can be a farmer, you have more skills. Like,
I just bought a bunch of bullets.
This is 92 Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
No,
we didn't. We flew. Like, you know. Anyway, so this place, they embrace, you know, the video games.
No, yeah.
Plus the fact that they're in Oregon. So like outside, there's like an Oregon Trail sign. That's the rules of the brewery, you know. So it's kind of a neat.
That's it.
Anyway, very, very neat place, very family friendly. So if you're ever in Oregon, Portland, take your family there.
It's always fun too when that's something breweries do better than a lot of times bars do, is they can have themes and they go with it and they commit to them.
Right.
Because it's usually nerdy people making these places, not just a guy like, I'm going to put whatever the local sports team's all over the wall. It's like, thanks.
Yeah. No, they had shuffleboard and like little Mario and all kinds of other little games for kids to play, so it was great.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, I haven't had a good IPA in a while. Thanks, Landon.
Yeah, you're welcome. And notice the bottles. That's I think that's roughly a pint.
Yeah,
that's in
all
there.
of these, despite there being from 2 different breweries, are the same bottle, which is kind of odd. Ready for the next one? Yeah.
And these are like $3. So, you know, when you're wanting to bring back something from where you're traveling, they put it in a decent bottle size. That way you're not, you know, loading your bag up.
So this one is Laurelwood?
Laurelwood, yeah.
I'm going to read the name here for you. It's called the Thin Red Lime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it? It's great.
It's based off a Civil War reference, which Oregon was not in.
No.
By the way, cowards.
I don't think they were around then.
Excuses, man.
Yeah. Well, they had a bit of an excuse. So Laurelwood, another great place, really great food.
Ooh.
And
I love it. That's always a good way to travel. When you're going somewhere and you're like, where should we eat? And you're kind of like going through the options. 90% of the time, the brewery probably will have some of the best food in the area.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my grandma one time was like, "Why are we going to the Brewing?" My grandma, it's probably gonna be good food. I know.
Yep.
Usually the two go hand in hand.
And they did. They had some excellent food.
We can all think of a few breweries that aren't that great on the food, but generally speaking,
yeah. Well, you want to do good on the food. They get the lime.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like a
fruity,
like a candy lime vibe to it, but it's not overly power. You can still get a nice sour balance to kind of take that sweetness down a little bit.
Well, I think what did they consider this? A sour wheat ale, so with raspberries and lime. So that's where the berry that I was getting. Yeah.
Well, that's also another good beer.
They've been around since 2001. So
wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of the fun part too, traveling, because we all know the big breweries from Oregon. You know, they got the Deschutes, they got the Rogue. Right. Those are fine breweries, and I have some Rogue with me here tonight, but it's always fun to find the little breweries of the area that you don't necessarily hear about a couple states away, and then like dive into those.
Well, and that's the great thing about having technology at your hands.
Oh,
now,
yeah,
when you're when you're somewhere, you just type in brewery and it pops up with all kinds of stuff, and then you can Uber over there and
Uber.
Yeah, that was our kid's first time with Uber, so that was interesting. Yeah, it didn't say much, but
yeah.
Neat little place though. I mean, the food, and there again, family friendly. So when you're traveling with kids, obviously you want something that's family friendly. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's also nice. I mean, once again, this kind of come back to what I was saying earlier. Most breweries are family friendly, which is like another easy way when you're in an area to kind of like, how do you travel?
Well, and here's the thing: you never really know, because we're used to most of the Midwest breweries that we've been to are family friendly. Now there are a couple that are not, but I would
and
say
you know who you are,
and you know who you are. I would say probably 98, maybe even more than that. 98% of the breweries that I've been to are very family friendly.
Yeah, it's almost like a guaranteed bet.
But when you're traveling somewhere outside of the Midwest, you never know what to expect.
Yeah, they could be stringing up people by their thumbs or something.
So I did a quick Google search, and it was like, are Portland breweries friendly? And overwhelmingly they were like, yeah, most of them are.
And it's also crazy the brewery density of Portland in itself is.
You can't sling a cat without hitting another one. You really can't. I thought if we didn't have the kids with us, we could have walked to level. I mean, it was less than a mile away. That lime really get to you? Did it get you?
Went on the wrong day.
Oh,
tube. Ugh. Anyways,
maybe it's the water.
Yeah.
So the last one is, because I can't go anywhere without buying at least the stout. So it's a Russian Imperial Stout called Moose and Squirrel. Reference to Rocky and Bullwinkle, of course. So we'll see what this one tastes like, because I think they only had a few bottles left when I was there.
That's a fun logo. I enjoy that. I enjoy a good, well-designed logo.
I do too as well. Yeah.
But it's got a nice little roasty smell on it,
as it should. So that's a nice start.
I like smell a little sweetness, like booze sweetness.
It's 8.6, so not bad. I mean, for a Russian Imperial, not bad.
Oh, that's real good. Oh, fantastic lineup here. If only you at home could try these beers as well, you would understand how good they are. Instead,
you get to listen to us talk about them.
Poorly, mind you.
Or you could just hop on a plane and go to Portland and try them yourself.
You ever woke up and you're like, I want to listen to two chubby guys talk about some better beers.
Well, if that's what you wished for, this
congratulations.
Is what you got. Hey, hooray.
I'd like to think that
I'm still working on getting celebrities. Haven't really gotten there yet.
Like, what are we looking like for Neil Diamond? Like, what levels of celebrities do we want?
Oh,
like
at least. Well, Neil Diamond, he's not doing so hot.
We're not going to get.
Penn quit drinking. So
that's not very. No, he's never drank.
No, he used to drink a lot.
Did he?
Yeah.
I thought he's never had any alcohol.
Then he lost a lot of weight.
He ate nothing but potatoes to do that.
Yeah.
Went on a potato diet.
What a deal. You could drink vodka then.
Yeah.
Just ferment it. But yeah. No, I was going to get George Clooney. He got in a motorcycle accident though, so he had to cancel.
Not that face though.
He had to cancel.
Yeah.
So Yeah. Otherwise,
I met Martha Stewart once. We didn't exchange phone numbers, but
I bet she'd be great.
Yeah.
If she can do a cooking show with Snoop Dogg, she can definitely do a vlog video about beer with us.
No, the question is, what beers do you serve Martha Stewart?
Something classy. We'd have to find. No. Bud Light. What's
the worst brewery in the state of Wisconsin? Let's get their beers.
Well, I'm not going to say what my opinion is of that, but
you know who you are.
I'd like to keep my job. Yeah. Anyway, back to this beer. Not too boozy.
I would say this is like like if no one's ever had a Russian Imperial Stout before, I'd give him this because it's like right on the perfect example of a Russian Imperial.
Right.
It's got a little bit of booze sweetness or a little bit of that malt sweetness. Nice little roast. Balance. Sometimes you can go one way or the other on that, and that balance is quite nice. I would say that straight up, this is just an overall just good sipping.
Just a nice beer.
It's nothing crazy. It's fun to have a good example of a beer without like having like strawberries or aged in a coconut rum barrel.
Just if you're gonna make a Russian Imperial, just make a Russian Imperial.
Yeah, it's sometimes refreshing to have.
Yeah. You don't have to have a reason to put other stuff in it unless you're trying to hide something.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's nice to every once in a while just get a beer that's a good example of the style.
Yeah.
And
I did while I was out there. I didn't just go to Oregon. I did go to Washington too. So we went to a place called Blackbeard's Brewing, and that's in Westport, Washington.
It's a pirate-themed brewery.
It is a pirate-themed brewery. Yes, even the tap handles are all like skeletons and pirates and kind of.
That's 2 pirate-themed breweries that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty.
There's
more.
one on the East Coast called Heavy Seas.
Oh yeah,
which is a pirate-themed. Which the question begs to ask: how many pirate-themed breweries can exist in one country?
If you know, leave us a comment. If you know of any other pirate-themed breweries that maybe you've been to, we'd love to know about them. Because honestly, those are the only 2 that we know about.
That's still like a weird pirates,
Well, there's a lot of people that are into pirates.
Yeah,
I mean, not me necessarily. I've been one at Halloween a couple times, but
you're like, this is my costume.
Yeah, I'm a pirate again. Otherwise, so it was a great trip out to the West Coast. I mean, we all know that, and for those that haven't been to the West Coast, obviously you've probably tried Rogue and you've tried Deschutes, or maybe you haven't.
Yeah,
and if you haven't, you should, because they're widely available across the country. So
Rogue in particular.
Yeah, Rogue.
Their hazelnut brown is one of my favorite beers of all time.
Yeah, and everybody's had Dead Guy.
Yeah, which is a real unique beer. Like I think I've seen it win multiple beer competitions, labeled under different styles, and everyone. It's kind of like a non-style specific beer, which is what makes it so unique.
And one of the few beers that I've ever seen that's distributed here that you can get in a growler.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen it?
No?
Yeah, you can buy a Rogue Dead Guy growler here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Weird.
What a great thing, huh? Yeah. So I mean, that's try those beers, and I do for a later episode. I have one from Deschutes.
Oh, yeah?
That was aged on port barrels.
Oh, wow. Oh.
So I got it in the airport. So a little known thing. One of my cousins told me, because we were at a family reunion out there, and you know how everything's always expensive in the airport. So he's like, well, you can just buy the beer in the airport on your way home. And I said, yeah, right. Like I got that kind of money. And he said, no, the law there is that they can't charge any more in the airport for beer than they would at the brewery.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Makes it so much easier to travel.
So as soon as I remembered that when I was at the airport at 7 in the morning.
Would they let you open a bottle on the plane?
No.
No. They said you can't open bottles on the plane when you get on.
No, but you can put it in your bag.
No. A couple of times I flew we'd always bring back little bottles of whiskey and stuff with us. Like, you can't open that. I'm like, well, I mean,
as soon as you leave, I'm going to.
I mean, you can't watch me all the time.
Right. But, so anyway, yeah, I bought one of those bottles, and then there's another bottle of German chocolate cake ale that we'll have at some point, too. So the West Coast beer is not done yet, but it's going to be done for tonight.
Yeah.
So, as you know, we travel a lot. Those of us in the group, all of us. I mean, we travel. I travel all across the Midwest, and Alex and you guys travel quite a bit. And
I travel Wisconsin and Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
I have one place I go
everywhere in between too, a little bit. So we encourage you to get out there, try beer wherever you are. Just look up brewery, on the little maps.
And if you're traveling somewhere, or if you go somewhere often, you have a beer that you think you want us to try, send it to us.
Yeah,
we'll try it. Talk to us on the Facebooks. I'm sure we'll find a way to get it. I mean, if you're really itching to hear what us being me and Landon have to say about the beer.
Or if you want to request one of us to do one of these vlogs, we'll have them review it for you.
Put that down below or above or whatever it is you put the stuff.
And we'd be more than happy to. Or if there's some place that you think that we should go and do a Taproom Traveler episode at.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Reach out to us. Let us know about that, too. We love suggestions because, obviously, there's so many breweries now, we can't get to all of them.
Yeah, it
is kind of like Pokemon. You got to try to catch them all, but we haven't been able to catch them all yet.
Every 3 years, they add another, 150.
Right.
And then you're just like, wow.
We're a little behind, and we're old. So
my liver can't take it anymore.
No. We're getting there, though. I just keep telling my liver to shut up.
We do this for you guys. We suffer for you.
That's right. So anyway, for the rest of us at Taproom Travelers, for Troy, remember to comment below, like this video, share it with a friend, and let us know what we should be doing next and all that good stuff. Like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
the Untapped.
All those the Untapped. Find us at is it?
The Taproom T is what usually comes up as, but we're Taproom Travelers. But if that doesn't work, type in November.
For whatever reason, type in November.
November usually brings it up. I don't know why. It works almost consistently every time.
And tell your friends about that one, too.
That's a confusing one, but it's fun. It's like solving a puzzle.
Oh, and YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. And, share all of it.
We like talking
everything
about beer.
You could possibly share. Yeah,
any way you can help us keep talking about beer and giving somewhat okayish commentary on.
You're supporting 30-somethings in their hobby. So, from all of us at Taproom Travelers, we'll see you next time. Prost.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, you can click down below where there's some more episodes for you to watch. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on episodes that you do watch. We hope to see you next time.